Hi guys, and today we're going to be covering Chapter 8, Toxicology. This is actually one of my favorite chapters, and I hope you guys watched the video that I posted with this on how much of a substance that it takes to kill a person, the average dose. I find it interesting. Don't ask me why I find poisons and toxins fascinating. I just do. It's everyone says it's a morbid curiosity, I guess, and they could be right. But after we do this, just make sure that you guys answer the review questions. Okay, so we'll delve into the world of toxicology. All right. I love this quote right here. It says, "If you drink much from a bottle marked poison, it is certain to disagree with you sooner or later." This is a famous quote by Alice from Alice in Wonderland. Well, it's a good rule to live by. Don't drink from things marked poison. Don't drink from anything if you don't know what's in it because it's bad. Could kill you. Okay. Of course, she's the one who kept drinking and eating things in Wonderland, and that was weird. And if you guys wondering why I'm looking down so much, I have a cat on my lap. So, and he's in a good mood. He wants to be petted and loved. So, here you are. Okay. He's getting sleepy, but he wants to stay here, so he'll stay here. All right. Paracelsus is known as the father of modern toxicology. He was a Swiss physician and chemist, and he was quoted as saying, "Poison is in everything, and no thing is without poison. The dosage makes it either a poison or a remedy." Okay, so essentially what he's saying is that if you have something in a high enough dose, it will kill you. I tend to think that's true. One thing they say here, we know arsenic is poisonous, but there are things that there's traces of arsenic in the foods and water we drink. Okay, some scientists believe that trace amounts of arsenic are actually good for us. Okay, deficiencies in arsenic have been known to stunt growth in chickens, pigs, rats, and goats. Okay, and in the past, arsenic compounds actually were used as remedies for everything from asthma to jealousy. Okay, in the early 20th century, an organic arsenic compound was used to treat syphilis until penicillin came around. And but even nowadays, arsenic is still used to treat cancers. You okay? Sorry, my Gizmo's having a sneezing fit. He has allergies right now. All right. So, but the rule of thumb doesn't really apply to everything. Clostridium botulinum is the most deadly poison ever. And hold on. Yeah, you want to go down? Okay. Or you want to go over there? Okay. What's he gonna do? And he's gonna scratch on the chair, and he's gonna jump down. Okay. So it says here 1 gram that is spread out inhaled would kill more than 1 million people. Okay. But Botox can ease wrinkles and prevent migraines. Okay. So the term hormesis refers to the concept promoted by Paracelsus that substances that kill at high doses are actually beneficial at low doses. In a sense, the poison is in the dose. Okay. So we're going to talk about the toxicity of substance depends on the dosage. Toxic substances are both natural and synthetic. The danger of using alcohol and a quantitative approach to toxicology. So we're going to talk about the vocabulary of poison, talk about blood alcohol levels in the law, and how much does it take for a person to be drunk, etc. And the rest of the stuff we're not going to be able to do, but it's good to know this stuff. Pulling up my chair, please. Thank you. All right, so toxicology is the study of adverse effects of chemicals or physical agents on living things. There's environmental toxicology, consumer, medical, clinical, and forensic. And environment deals with like contamination of air, water, and soil. Consumer with foods, cosmetics, and drugs, and medicinal, clinical, or forensic toxicologies. Like someone dies of a overdose of something, were they poisoned? All right. Forensic toxicology is dealt with post-mortem, okay, in the sense that it can be used in different ways, but in a post-mortem sense, the medical examiner or coroner will take samples of fluids and tissue from different parts of the body and do their toxicology test that way. Motor vehicle accidents, if they suspect that someone was impaired, they'll do a toxicology that way. In the workplace, they can do drug testing. Sports and human and animal drug testing. They'll test animals like horses and I think even camels over in the Middle East if, for drugs and stuff like that. In environmental, they'll look at industrial, catastrophic, and terrorism to test what substances were used. Okay. A toxic substance can either be a cause of death, a contributor of death, and cause impairment, or it can explain behavior. Okay. Some people at a let me see if I can do that. There's going to be a case study that you're going to look at. We're going to be looking at that later on. Now, nightshade is a deadly substance, and that will kill you. So don't do that. What's interesting, though, is that tomato plants are actually in the same group as nightshades. Okay, so, but tomatoes are not. John Harris Trestrail said, if those buried in our cemeteries who were poisoned could raise their hands, we would probably be shocked. Probably a lot more people have been poisoned than we know about, is what he's saying. All right, so how is toxicity determined? Well, the dose is one thing. The form or the chemistry of the substance, how it enters the body, inhalation versus maybe introduced on the skin or absorbed through the skin could be different toxicities. The physiological conditions of the victim, age, sex, those can be determining or can help determine how toxic something is. The time period of exposure, was it acute toxicity or chronic? And other chemicals in the body or in the dose, okay? Some drugs are, if it's a pure drug, like an illegal drug, like cocaine or something like that, they'll, pure cocaine is, I believe, 100% deadly if you take it even a little bit. So that's why they mix it in with other substances to sell it. So that can, be determinant as well. And this is just a little comic I found about. Most people say, "Oh no, poisonous snakes," but in reality, most snakes are actually venomous. So, and he's venomous because he injects his poison. Snakes, bite you, fangs. But the frog secretes his venom or his toxic substance, so he was technically poisonous. But there is a snake that is both poisonous and venomous. And there are also some birds and mammals that are poisonous and venomous as well. And while they were busy talking, his mouse lunch got away.